Yeah. So let's ask this question. Why must the students prepare for the test? So if you can see with me in my screen or in your screen now, okay? So we have some requirements for getting admitted to the university, okay? So one of the the requirements is the school GPA, which consists 10 to 30% of the requirement for getting registered in the university. While look at the percentage of the GAT from 30 to 50%. And then for the SAAT, it's from 30 to 40%. So the most heaviest part is the GAT, okay? That's why we have to pay attention for our score in GAT so we can get admitted to the universities. So and this is for sure the unique test of the university itself. Sometimes some universities have different requirements, but and those percentages depend on the university itself. Okay, so if we can take the جامعة البترول as an example, okay, they have decided the criteria they want to accept students upon, okay? So they assigned 50% of the admission is for the GAT. Can you see how much weight did they give for the GAT? And then for the SAAT as 40%, and only 10% is the school GPA, okay? So as you can see, it's an example of the admission criteria in Petrol University. And different universities have different requirements, but we have taken only the example of Petrol University. And as we said in the previously, the most heavy percentage is given for the GAT, which is from 30% to 50%. It varies from one university to the other, but you have to pay attention for your GAT and SAAT score before you get admitted to the university, okay? طيب. Yeah, you are getting Kahoot, my friend. Okay, so what is GAT test, basically? I know that we are all attending this session because we are interested to know what is the GAT test. So it is done all the year, okay? And it has two kinds. One is paper-based test, okay, and one is computer-based test. There are some news that they might cancel the paper-based test, but it is still there. But you can take it only once, okay? The paper-based test is taken only once. You can take it only once. But the computer-based test, you can take it 4 times, okay? So for the whole year, you can take an appointment for your computer-based test. The test duration is 2.5 hours almost, and then we have 2 sections in the test: quantitative and verbal. Okay. طيب. So here are some يعني the quantitative section parts, okay? And usually the test will measure your mental abilities in arithmetic, geometry, algebra, and data analysis. So comprehension questions, comparison questions will have 18% of the quantitative section, while arithmetic questions are 36%. Okay, and then geometry, you have 18%, algebra 10%, and statistical and analytical questions will make the 18% of the quantitative section. Okay, and for the verbal section, we have the analogy, sentence completion, contextual error, reading comprehension, and the odd one out. Okay, sometimes they cancel the odd one out, but you have to get ready for this kind of questions and to be like kind of ready for all cases. Okay, if they cancel it, it's fine, but if they don't cancel it, you have to be ready for all questions. Okay, so those are the parts of the verbal section, and today we will do some questions together as a practice and to take an idea for getting kind of knowledge about the GAT test in the verbal section. Okay, طيب. So before moving on with the sample questions, I wanted to just tell you a brief introduction about the actual course in Lean. The actual course in Lean will take each part of the verbal section and the quantitative section, and you will be doing many examples, many questions together. You will be doing different questions and examples individually, and then we will do together. So you will get an opportunity to do multiple questions from التجميعات. Okay, and we know that practice makes perfect. As much as you practice, as much as you get ready for the test. Okay, and I want to focus on a point that the verbal section is not meant to measure the amount of language or the language understanding or language acquisition you have. Rather, it will measure the logical reasoning you have in relation to some kind of wording or kind of analyzing texts, and so on. Okay, so now if we do the questions, you will get a brief idea, but I highly recommend you to get registered in the whole course, which takes 10 days. And as I said, you will get very big opportunity for doing many questions, okay, or many practice. And you will get many strategies in each section and each part. طيب, so to move on with the sample questions, we will do some verbal questions, okay, for the verbal sections. And today we will take only 4 sections from the verbal sections. We will take analogy, odd one out, sentence completion, and contextual error. For reading comprehension, we would not get enough time. And you know that this is only 1 hour. The time is limited, and it's only for you as an exemplar of the actual course. Okay. طيب. So for analogy, usually you will get a pair of words, okay, that is related in some way or the other. And one of the strategies to do an analogy question is to connect those words in some way or the other. So can you write in the chat box what do you think the correct answer is? I will give you 1 minute to think and then write your answer. I can see all of you have chosen A, some of you have chosen C, and yeah. طيب. Very interesting. So I would say that letter is part of the word. So we can say one is part of two. Okay? So can we say page is part of book, club is part of people, product is part of factory, homework is part of a school? Which one is the most logical one? As we said, those questions will measure the logical thinking you have, the logical reasoning, okay? So that's why you will be very cognizant about the option you will choose. And it should be A, okay? So page is part of a book. We can't say club is part of people, nor we can say product is part of factory or homework is part of a school. Okay? طيب, chalk and blackboard. Okay, I can see you have all chosen C, and I can't disagree. And why? Yeah, because we can say that one is used for writing on two. Okay. Chalk is used for writing on the blackboard. Okay. So can we say door is used for writing on handle? No. Type is used for writing on point? No. Ink is used for writing on paper. We might choose this one. Table is used for writing on chair. No. Okay. See how the strategy of making or connecting the words, trying to make a logical connection, a context that you can rely on in يعني examining it on the options. Okay. طيب. So the correct answer is C. طيب. Honesty and cheating. Okay, I can see many of you have chosen B. Some have chosen D, and some have chosen C. And let's see. طيب, honesty and cheating. So we can say one is the opposite of two. Okay. So location is the opposite of site. Doesn't work. Certain is the opposite of doubtful. Yes, we can say. Few is the opposite of sparse. No. Surpass is the opposite of underrate. Doesn't work correctly. Okay, so that's why we have chosen B. طيب. Now to move on from analogy, we have done three examples of analogy, which is basically a pair of words that you have to find out the relationship between them and connect them together, then try the same connection with the options. Okay. طيب. For the second part, which is sentence completion, and it is basically a sentence which has an empty spaces or an empty space or two empty spaces, and you have to find out what are the correct words that fit in the context. Okay, fortunately in the sentence completion usually it's straightforward, and you don't have to kind of try to figure out any kind of relationship. Usually it has keywords that will hint you if you didn't get some of the words meanings maybe. And fortunately, you have a whole context. It's not the same as the analogy, which is only random words or a pair of words that you might don't find any relationship between them. يعني, or sometimes you will be in a trouble not knowing the meaning of those questions, you know? I mean the words. So for the sentence completion, the best part is that you have a context. Okay. طيب. Let's see. So Anita doesn't the lesson, so she a question. Okay. In this kind of questions, you have to put the words and see if they are logical or not. So Anita doesn't understand the lesson, so she asks a question. Does it make sense? So I can see most of you have chosen the correct answer, which is A. Okay. And some of you, they say that maybe B. Some of you have said C, maybe. Okay. So we can say Anita doesn't understand the lesson, so she asks a question. So let's see it with B. Anita doesn't like the lesson, so she ignores a question. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. How about Anita doesn't fail the lesson, so she has a question? Also, this one doesn't make sense because failing the lesson doesn't result in having a question. Okay, then Anita doesn't learn, so she answers a question. Also, this doesn't make sense. Okay, so that's why we have chosen A, because this is the most logical option among the rest. Okay. طيب, after our team, the game, everybody, يلا, Try to do it yourself first on the chat box. Nice. Yeah, it's obvious. And it is D. Let's try it. After our team won the game, everybody celebrated. This makes sense and it is logical. Let's try it with the rest of the options. After our team lost the game, everybody cheered. No way for losing, everybody will cheer. Okay, after our team tied the game, everybody smiled. This doesn't make sense. After our team watched the game, everybody laughed also. This doesn't make sense. That's why we have chosen D. Okay, so have you noticed how do we do the sentence completion? We have done 3 questions of sentence completion. I mean, 2 questions. The last one is this one, okay? And then we will move with the other part of the verbal section, which is contextual error. Yeah, it is very easy. Why? Because uh, I mean, the sentence completion, because we have a context, okay? That's why it is very straightforward and easy. The most hard part is the analogy and the odd one out. Why? Because there is no context. Okay, let's try it with A. After landing, the captain announced that there would be turbulence ahead. Passengers were advised to abandon their seats. Can we say after landing? No way we can say. طيب, after takeoff, the captain announced that there would be turbulence ahead. Passengers were advised to leave. Does it make sense? No. Let's see. After takeoff, the captain announced that there would be turbulence ahead. Passengers were advised to remain in their seats. This makes sense, and I can see that you have chosen C in the chat box. So after arrival, the captain announced that for sure there wouldn't be any turbulence after arrival. Okay, so that's why we have chosen C. طيب, for moving on with the third part of the verbal section, which is contextual error, it is basically a sentence or more than sentence with 4 underlined words. One of them doesn't fit well in the context, okay? And you have to check or assign the inappropriate word among the context. طيب, after رائد drained all of the water out, the pool was full. Nice. Very nice. I can see you have all chosen D. And I can't disagree. Why? Because after draining all of the water out, يعني it shouldn't be full. It should be empty, صح? Okay. So after Ra'ad drained all of the water out, the pool was full. That's why we have chosen full, and logically it would be empty. طيب. The celebration was abandoned due to the heavy rains. Yeah, very nice. It is B. You're right, my friends. It is B. And we can replace it with maybe cancelled or postponed or something like that. We don't say abandoned. Okay? طيب. The celebration was cancelled due to the heavy rains, or the celebration was maybe postponed or something like, or delayed. Yeah, thank you. طيب. The sales boy told the consumer not to touch the products on display. What do you think, my friends? Okay, nice. Nice. I can see most of you have chosen C. صح? One has chosen A. Okay. طيب. And you have chosen C because we can replace it with? Yeah. Thank you, Ahmed. We can replace it with customer, صح? Okay, so the sales boy told the customer not to touch the products on the display. Thank you so much. So, have you seen how easy it is for the sentence completion and the contextual error? Because you have a context, a whole context. Is the GAT exam just qudrat translated? Actually, it started as translation. It was translated before, but now it is more of kind of away than translation. It's an original. Now the التجميعات, the new تجميعات are all original questions. They are not translated. Okay. طيب. So to move on with our session today, we have the last part, which we are going to do together, is the odd one out. After we do the odd one out together, we will have a Kahoot of 4 questions from all sections, okay? And this is a very brief and congested way of doing the session together, because you know that the course itself is 10 days in length. Every day we will take 2 hours, and during those 2 hours we will do plenty of examples, plenty of questions together, plenty of Kahoots, and extensive examples, extensive يعني questions, and you will get the opportunity to discuss together, to give your justification, to think out loudly together. So you will build those connections in your head and in your brain, and you will train your brain to do this kind of questions. Okay. طيب. So we will keep the questions for the end of the session. And now let's focus on our task together. So for the odd one out, it is basically 4 words that 3 of them are connected, or they have a kind of relationship, okay? They all are related to one group. Okay, one of them is the odd among them. طيب. So I can see you have chosen bicycle. And why did we choose bicycle? Because it is, yeah, it is the only one which doesn't have engine. Yeah, thank you so much, my friends. How about this question? Cow, fish, deer, and sheep. Yeah, you're right. So fish is the odd one among the rest. Why? Because it is the only animal which lives in water. Yeah. طيب. See, think, smell, and taste. You're right. Think because the rest are uh, part of five senses, but think is not. Okay? طيب. Thank you, my friends, for your participation. And we will go to our Kahoot, okay? So type in your address bar, Kahoot it, and in this session, no, there is no quantitative section. It's only the verbal. Okay, so you طيب, you will not have the questions on your device, so just look at my screen, okay? You will only have the opportunity to choose the answer on your screen, on your device, I mean. طيب, I'm waiting for you to enter the Kahoot. حلوين. Nice. We're waiting, don't worry. MashaAllah, nice. Very nice. Allah, waiting for the rest. And I think in 1 minute we will start. There is no link, Faisal. As I said, you can put Kahoot it on your address bar and then enter the code, okay, or the pin. Also, you can go through the barcode. Just scan the barcode. Okay, shall we start, my friends? Okay. So we will start. 1, 2, 3. Ready? يلا. بدأ الحماس. Wow, interesting. MashaAllah, حلوين. And the reason why we are here together on Kahoot, because it's an opportunity also to get trained on the timed test, okay? It is timed as an like example or kind of experience that you can try the timed questions, okay? Wow, Ahmed Saad, Mayar, Leen, El, and Shog. Good job. Okay, I will explain the answer, my friend. Wow. So basically, we can say that Stephen is always about punctual about showing up for work because he feels that tardiness is a sign of irresponsibility. Okay, so that's why we have chosen punctual because he doesn't like to be يعني to be tardy or to okay, he says that if you can see here because he feels that tardiness is a sign of irresponsibility, so that's why we have chosen punctual. طيب. Thank you, Muhammad. Tardiness is a context clue. طيب, Mayar, El, Ahmed Saad, Sarah, and Shaden. Good job. We have up 15 places. Mariam is the highest climber. Good job, Mariam. I think this one is very clear, straightforward. Yeah, and easy. Has Muhammad. Yeah, thank you so much. So the towel could be replaced with maybe apron. Yeah, thank you, my friends. Again, Mayar and El and Sarah, Ahmed Saad and Leen. Good job, my friends. Mayar has a streak with 3 correct answers in a row. Good job. طيب, this is our last question, which is the odd one out. حلوين حلوين. And why we have chosen orange? Because the rest are white. Their color is white, while orange is a different color. Thank you, my friends. Let's see who is on the podium. Mayar, good job. And then Sarah. Well done. Who's the first? Wow, Elle. Well done, my friends, Shog and Mariam. Good job. Congratulations. And yeah, that what you want to to do it again? Okay. Inshallah. As we said, inshallah, if you register for the course, you will get Kahoot every day. You will do more questions in each section, and you will get practiced in different يعني different parts of the test. Okay? So this was all what we had tonight in this session. It's very limited time, but actually I had a really good time with you, my friends, and I wish you have taken the most benefit out of it. So I think we will be back to Mr. Majid.
Yeah. شكرا أستاذة فاطمة. It was a nice presentation showing off the verbal section of the GAT. I hope, my friends, you get the benefits from it. And okay. So I will share my slides again. Okay. Uh, just a few things about how to prepare for the GAT test. So, first of all, I will quickly go over the course features, and then we will take your questions. So, at Lean Center, we offer an intensive preparation course for the exam lasting 20 hours. It covers, let's say, the training and the foundational concepts. So our experienced instructors, sorry, provide up-to-date questions, collections along with the practice test. So for early preparation, you can access the course recordings until the live sessions begin. So during the live sessions, you will be able to ask the instructor any questions if you encounter unclear points. And also the session recordings will also remain available to you for 6 months once you register with us in the course. So the course material covers all the new section that have been added. And also, I would like to point out that whether you choose to join us or with another provider or any other party rather than Lean, so it's best to start preparing as soon as possible if your goal is to achieve an excellent score. And this is our GAT trainers. Now you know Mrs. Fatima Saif. She has a master in educational leadership from University of Dundee. Also, she is a certified trainer with more than 13 years of experience in education. Also, for the quantitative section, we have Mr. Hassan Al Hadab. He also has a master in mathematics from Indiana University. Also, with more than 10 years of experience in teaching قياس test. This is just a short video, one of the success stories our previous student So let us hear and see her testimonial about the course.
أولاً حققت الدرجات المطلوبة في اختبار القدرات، وهو من أهم الاختبارات لطلاب المرحلة الثانوية اللي راح تحدد مستقبلي، وبكذا أقدر أقول إني ضمنت أو صرت متفائلة بإني أقدر أدخل المجال اللي أبيه بكل تفاؤل وبكل ثقة. برضو نمت شخصيتي في أمور عدة، طورت من ذاتي هذه المهارات اللي أعطوني إياها. صرت أقدر أستخدمها في حياتي اليومية حتى بالاختبارات المدرسية. صار كل شيء سهل بالنسبة لي.
Okay. Also, you can watch this video in our YouTube channel among with the other videos. Okay. So the good news is we have, let's say, a discount code if you want to register for the course. It's valid for only 24 hours. So you can start now by watching the recorded lectures from a previous course on the website and then attend the live session once we announce it. Now I will give you just few minutes for those who want to register, and at the same time I will take your questions in the chat box with the help of Mrs. Fatima.
So for Faisal's question, when you will do the quantitative section, actually this session was as only an exemplar, and it was a short session, and you might register in the actual course and you get all the benefit of the quantitative as well as the verbal parts. Okay, so what is the best way to study for the paper-based GAT? It's the same for the preparation of the computer-based or the paper-based. It's most important that you have to practice, 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 and practice. Okay. So attending courses, practicing alone, practicing with people, practicing with your friends, colleagues, and on these sessions will help you to build those shortcuts in your head. Okay. So this is the way you have to prepare yourself for either the computer-based or the paper-based. Okay. It's not only the course, Ziad. You have to يعني give more effort for preparing yourself. Okay. You're short of time and stressed. I think there are some study plans on Leen Center that you can take benefit of those kind of study plans. You have a long-term study plan and a very short-term study plan, and you can take benefit of them. Jay, after you get the courses, you will get the booklet from the course, which is the Leen booklet. Okay, الملزمة حقت Leen. Plus, you will get the extra tests, mock tests on the platform. You will have access to the recorded sessions for 6 months. And you will be registered in a WhatsApp group, which it has many good discussions and many sharings of تجميعات. You have also Telegram يعني link which is shared on the WhatsApp group, and you can enter. There are tons and millions of questions that you can do there on the يعني the platform. Okay.
Good. So this is the QR code. If you can scan it, you can go directly to the website and register. As I've said, the coupon, it's valid only for 24 hours starting from now. And our next live session starts at 17th of December, and it's going to be for 10 days from 6 till 8 p.m. And uh, this is uh, this is the our channel in the Telegram. Uh, as Mrs. Fatima Saif said, that this channel has, let's say, has fruitful materials. You could find, for example, the study plan, التجميعات. You can find أسئلة الطلاب and many of, let's say, good materials. So you could just scan the QR code and it will direct you to the channel in our Telegram. And also feel free to write your comments, questions also in the chat box. And also you can ask about the test or the course itself. But I highly recommend you to join our Telegram channel.
There are plenty of books, Omar, and you can find them on Jarir. Longer time course, as far as my information, I don't know that there is more longer than 10 days course. But when you attend this 10 days course, it's very intensive. It's 20 hours and more, okay? And you will get all the strategies you need to take as a toolbox for you to do further questions, okay? So as if you can take all of the good information and يعني the tools that you need for doing the questions, and then you can practice alone any kind of book or other تجميعات that you have to take care of. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Fatima. We need to just نختم السession. So to respect your time, we will have to stop now. If you have further questions, please write them to us through our WhatsApp. And if you wish to register in the course, remember to use the code within 24 hours and feel free to invite your friends to join. Lastly, thanks for making the time to attend. I wish you all the very best. Thank you all. شكرا أستاذة فاطمة السيف, and I wish you all good luck.
Thank you so much, Mr. Majid. You too, you have exerted much effort for this session. Thank you, my friends, and have a good day.
Thank you
And
all.
enjoy. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.